Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're jumping right into a brand new explainer, and this one is all about unpacking the incredible realities of the United States capital, Washington, D.C. We're going to take a really captivating journey through the awe-inspiring history, the sheer global influence, the totally unexpected humor, and even the practical travel realities of this monumental city. So, we're going to break down the facts, the figures, and some of the most fascinating quirks that completely define the District of Columbia. Let's get started.
It's a question that sparks endless curiosity, right? What truly lies inside the world's most powerful city? From the outside looking in, Washington, D.C. projects this image of just absolute authority. It's literally the stage where decisions affecting the entire globe are made every single day. But when you peel back that layer of massive global influence, you actually find a living, breathing city with hidden depths and some surprisingly quirky everyday realities. It's this wild place where extreme, unparalleled power and just everyday human nature collide in the most fascinating ways.
Section 1, Seat of Global Power. To really understand DC's concentrated power, you have to realize that the entire thing, all 158 square kilometers of it, operates completely as a strict, heavily guarded no-fly zone. And the foundation of all that power carries a rather brilliant piece of historical irony. The city is obviously named after America's first president, George Washington. Back in the 1790s, he personally commissioned the design of the city and the construction of the magnificent White House. But tragically, Washington passed away in 1797. The White House wasn't actually completed until November 17, 1800, which, by the way, is the exact same day the city officially became the capital. So think about that. The man who envisioned this grand presidential palace never actually got to live in it. For the last 225 years, every single president has resided there except the one who started it all. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer duality of the White House today. On the surface, it's remarkably accessible. In fact, all roads in the city essentially lead right toward it. An ordinary citizen or a tourist can literally just go online, book a tour, pay a fee, and walk those elegant halls. But look at the underground reality. Beneath that very accessible exterior lies what is basically considered the most secure home on Earth. We're talking actual James Bond-style security here. Bulletproof glass everywhere, advanced laser sensors, dedicated missile defense systems. And beneath the ground, massive bunkers designed to protect the president in absolute worst-case scenarios. These bunkers are literally so large you can drive vehicles inside them, and they're fully equipped with swimming pools, movie theaters, gyms, and massage centers. It is quite literally a high-tech fortress disguised as a family home. And the insane scale of Washington doesn't stop at presidential security. Just wrap your head around this number, over 172 million. If you have any passion at all for reading or history, that number should give you chills. This represents the staggering inventory of the Library of Congress. It's the largest library in the entire world, right here in DC. It holds over 172 million books, historical notes, precious statues, and countless artifacts. It is just an absolute treasure trove of human knowledge, all meticulously preserved. Moving on to Section 2, Monuments and Historic Marvels. Let's look at the sheer historical weight that acts as a massive magnet for over 25.5 million tourists every single year. A prime example of what those millions of people come to see is the Washington Monument. Completed back in 1884, this spectacular obelisk stretches exactly 555 feet right into the sky. It was an absolutely incredible engineering feat for its era. In fact, before the Eiffel Tower was built, the Washington Monument literally held the title of the tallest man-made structure in the entire world. Today, tourists just flock to its base by the thousands every single day for photos, just trying to capture a piece of that towering legacy. But the Washington Monument is really just the beginning. The whole city is essentially a living museum. For any foreign tourist or domestic traveler, there are certain unmissable memorials. You've got the Abraham Lincoln Memorial, the National World War II Memorial, and even a Titanic Memorial, which are all absolute must-visits. And surrounding all of these are museums that house hundreds of years of carefully preserved history. Literally no tourist leaves Washington, D.C. without having their breath taken away by these sites. Okay, let's dive into this next part, Section 3, Quirks, Laws, and Lifestyles. Because beyond the stoic marble monuments, the city's 700,250 residents have some highly amusing daily realities. For starters, these residents might be the ones working on policies that run the nation, but statistically, they are also some of the most forgetful people on the planet. Every single year, Over 70,000 items are lost and forgotten on the city's metro trains and government buses. I mean, from umbrellas to top secret looking briefcases, tens of thousands of belongings are just left behind annually, relying on an endless stream of lost and found complaints to hopefully be returned. And the quirks extend to some truly bizarre city rules and daily habits, too. For instance, DC has a strict ban on broadcasting fake news, which uniquely extends to a ban on broadcasting fake weather forecasts. Like, you can actually face penalties for getting the weather on TV intentionally wrong. Speaking of the weather, the city experiences a near-constant light drizzle year-round, meaning carrying an umbrella is essentially mandatory for locals. Also, if you're a pet owner, you're totally welcome here, but beware. If your pet causes a nuisance or if you leave a mess behind, you can legitimately face jail time. No joke. And perhaps most surprisingly, for a city full of high-powered, image-conscious elites, there is a massive fast food obsession. Zingers, burgers, and pizza are incredibly popular, a habit that has unfortunately led to pretty notable rates of obesity among the population. But hey, it's not all fast food. To contrast those quick meals, the city also boasts an incredible culinary landmark, the Avenue Fish Market. It is the absolute oldest and largest fish market in the entire United States. It's this massive, bustling daily operation where literally millions of tons of fish are sold to fuel the city's amazingly diverse and demanding palate. And a lot of that exquisite seafood actually makes its way into the city's legendary nightlife. The nights in DC are famously defined by these all-night private parties across the city. This is where the city's extreme wealth truly shows itself. High fashion, premium wine, and top-tier seafood are the absolute standards. It's an environment where locals and foreigners alike just let loose and enjoy a totally lavish, high-end social scene long after the government offices close up for the day. Section 4. Visa and Travel Guide. If you're watching from South Asia, specifically Pakistan, India, or Bangladesh, here is exactly how you can experience all of this for yourself. So the crucial point is cleanly following these 4 actionable steps. Step 1, you need to build a solid travel history. If your passport shows you've comfortably visited maybe 2 to 4 other countries, your chances of approval increase significantly. Step 2, you'll apply online for the U.S. tourist visa, which comes with a processing fee of $185. You can easily work with a good consultant for this step if you need to. Step 3, once that initial application is done, you'll need to visit the American Embassy in your home country to complete your biometrics. Step 4, with the visa secured, all that's left is booking your hotel, getting a ticket on a reputable airline, and flying right into the capital to start enjoying everything we've just discussed.
And man, you will be flying into an economic powerhouse. Let's just summarize the immense financial gravity of this single district for a second. The annual GDP of Washington, D.C. sits at a staggering $176.5 billion. The citizens here hold extraordinary per capita wealth, with fixed incomes that rank among the absolute highest in the nation. The sheer concentration of wealth, power, and influence packed into those 158 square kilometers, it's simply unmatched anywhere else in the world. Which leaves us with one final thought. We've explored the underground James Bond-style bunkers beneath the White House. We've looked at the bizarre laws about fake weather, the massive wealth, the literally millions of forgotten items on the metro, and the towering historic monuments. So with all of these incredible, completely contrasting layers coexisting in one compact city, what will you discover first when you step foot in Washington, D.C.? Will you head straight for the centuries of history, or are you looking for those all-night seafood parties? The capital is waiting for you to explore it. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer, and we'll see you next time as we unpack another fascinating topic.